Hello and welcome to another episode of Inside the Nest. It's our homecoming special and the start of homecoming week here at Montclair State University. It's bound to be a lively one, Jess.
You got that right, John. It's going to be a great time. The Red Hawk faithful primed and ready to celebrate homecoming the right way this year with sports and in person, opposed to last year how they missed out.
You know, one of the things we missed out on was the 50th anniversary celebration of that classic 1970 championship football team. We'll finally get a chance to recognize them on Saturday.
Yeah, members of that team will be in attendance for the halftime festivities, and it's going to be a big day for them as well as the rest of Montclair State. And now with the schedule. Things kick off at 12 when field hockey takes on Lebanon Valley at Sprague, and President Jonathan Capel delivers his welcoming remarks at 1 o'clock in the School of Communications and Media Presentation Hall.
Make sure to stop by the street fair, which runs along the University Promenade from 1:30 to 4:30, and then settle in for RHSN's very own live game day broadcast at Sprague, where Jess and I will talk all things Red Hawk sports from 4 to 6, including live interviews and showcasing some of ITN's greatest hits.
Right at 7, men's soccer takes on Stockton at MSU Park, and football hosts TCNJ in the main event, all right here on the Red Hawk Sports Network. Now, you can only play if the weather permits, so we'll send it to our meteorologist, Jack Bartek.
Thanks, John and Jess. Jack Bartek here with your AccuWeather forecast. We come over to Monday, 46% chance of showers. Still pretty hot, going to be humid. Don't want to bundle up too much. Similar story on Tuesday, up to a 53% chance of rain. Still hot and humid, so you're a little bit shaky for the week, but we take you to the radar. You see some cells coming down from the south and also from up north in Canada, but it looks like they're going to skirt us, and we're going to be okay because now you get back to the 10-day. You take a look at Wednesday. Overcast, clouds are hanging around, but not that bad. A little chilly, might want to pack the winter coat. Then on Thursday, Friday, up in the 70s again. Clouds still hanging out, but not doing much. Coming to Saturday, the big day, homecoming, going to be perfect. 73 degrees, feels like 77. Winds 8 miles an hour to the northeast, but some breaks of sun around game time. Going to be a fun one. Mother Nature is a Red Hawk, and so are we. Can't wait for the game. Back to you guys.
Hey, thanks, Jack, but I'm not really sure he has a license in meteorology.
Yeah, I don't think so, but you know what we have a license in?
What's that?
The Red Hawk Rush.
Let's do it.
The football team is 1-4 on the season. Let's take a look at how they got there. Back on September 4th, MSU took on RPI in their season opener, where all 20 of their points came on defense, and they fell 21-20 on a last-second touchdown by the Engineers. The following week, they headed south to Doylestown, PA, to face Delaware Valley, recording another loss, this time only scoring a safety, losing to the Aggies 26-2. The Red Hawks, heading into their home opener on the 18th, looked for their first offensive score and found it on a 4-yard run from quarterback Jaquil Birch. They couldn't muster a comeback against Salve Regina, though, dropping that one 24-21. Falling 0-3 to start the season for the first time since 2015, MSU looked to turn it around, and they did just that against WPI, scoring 31 points, including this 19-yard touchdown pass to Eric Cowan, capturing their first win of the campaign. Heading into a big NJAC matchup against Salisbury, the Red Hawks could not find an answer for the Seagulls' offensive surge as they fell 27-7. Next up for the team is the highly anticipated homecoming game against the Lions of TCNJ.
Hello everybody, I'm Jake Lombardozzi here with Montclair State Football's offensive coordinator, Steve Sharapa. Coach, thank you for joining us today.
Hi Jake, how are you? Thanks.
I'm doing good, thank you very much. So, first question I have for you is, Jaquil Birch, your quarterback, he struggled a little bit inside the pocket the first 3 games. What can you tell us about some of the adjustments that were made to ensure that he had a good game against WPI?
Well, the first adjustment was really just a matter of repetition. The way an offense works is the more you play together, the more in sync that you get. And, early on, offenses typically take a little bit more time to get on their feet, and that was really indicative of us. We have a lot of young guys that we've been rotating in and out up front. The few veterans that we have been great. They've been like extra coaches on the field, and it just took us a little bit longer to get on our feet.
And very early on against WPI, it was not very hard to see that you were not afraid to take shots down the field as far as you could. Jaquil Birch threw the 41-yard touchdown to Riley Nelson, first minute of the game. Can you tell us if that was part of your game plan, or did you see something on the defensive side of the ball that you wanted to manipulate?
Well, one of the things that you do as a coach is you do a lot of film study, and you try to get some kind of tendencies, but so do they. So really that first series is a matter of, what are they about? What are they going to try to do? And after that first play, we had seen something, and then we tried to capitalize it on the second play, and we were fortunate enough to do so.
And the running game also dominated the line of scrimmage as Makai Mikkens rushed for 123 yards and 2 touchdowns. How do you plan to carry that over against the stellar defense in the Salisbury Seagulls and over the course of the season?
Well, the first thing you have to do when you play a team like Salisbury, and really everybody in the NJAC, is you can't beat yourself. So you have to mitigate all opportunities for mistakes. So you have to really, really be sound in your technique. You have to be sound in your intellectual approach. And, guys got to study the playbook, and when it comes time for Saturday, you just got to do it faster than the defense does.
Coach, we really appreciate you for your time. We can't wait to see you get back on the field and make some plays. All right, let's take it to Jack Bartek with his take on Mike Ramos getting number 0.
For the first time in program history, a Montclair State football player took the field this year donning number 0, and you don't have to search very hard to find him. In just 5 games, Mike Ramos has tripled his career mark in tackles, added 5 pass breakups, an interception, a forced fumble, and a fumble recovery. But you can also find him in the middle of every team huddle. Helping to start a new tradition, the senior is showing that his jersey number is worth way more than its numerical value.
Mike holds a standard for our team in holding accountability.
He's a leader, he's a hard worker. He just looks for the better than everybody else.
This is the first year the NCAA is allowing the number 0 to be used, and as a coaching staff we got together and we weren't sure how we were gonna, say who's gonna get 0, if somebody volunteered to take it, this, that, and the other thing. So what we basically did was we said, well, let's leave it up to the team to see who can earn that number 0.
The whole team voted on it. It had to be someone who was a leader, not necessarily a captain, but a person who's, done everything the right way.
And it's not just his play on the field that makes Mike the perfect number 0 candidate, but rather the stuff that you can't teach.
If you had a checklist of things that you want out of a player, Mike's gonna hit all. He's coachable. He does everything the right way in the sense of knowing how to act on the field and off the field.
During camp, the younger kids noticed what he was doing, and the older kids noticed that, hey, this guy deserves this.
Was bringing kids along and getting everybody to feel like there was a family here, from recruits on to people that didn't come. He just showed them love and showed everybody love and showed that he's a Montclair State Redhawk.
At first, it was tough for Mike to give up number 23, which he wore for his entire football career. However, he eventually realized just how much the number meant.
I was at a loss for words, to be honest, because being the first in Montclair State history, it truly was an honor, a blessing to know that my teammates trust and believe in me.
Listed at 5'9", 165 pounds, Mike might not strike you as the most physically imposing figure on the field. However, through his work ethic, leadership, and mindset, he's been able to embody everything you would want in a Redhawk.
It's hard to teach, and in high school, a lot of kids are just used to getting it the way they play and they win and they're successful and they never really face that adversity. So handling adversity, Mike is so good at it, and he's just a natural leader in our program.
I'm one of the smaller guys on the field my whole life, so just that mentality of just having no fear, just having confidence, walk in, play. I don't care who you are, who's in front of me, I'm gonna be better than you every single play.
Mike came on his visit and he said, this is where I want to be. He had no reservations. He didn't want to go on any other visits. He said, Montclair State, I want to be a Redhawk.
Hey man, let's go. Listen to me real quick. Everybody's counting us out. Lock in, man. Focus. We're gonna shock the world, man. Believe it. Believe it. Family on 3, family on me. 1, 2, 3. Family. Yeah!
Mike Ramos has certainly been a leader on defense this season, but the standout on the offensive side of the ball has been Makai Mikkens.
Mikkens has been great this season. He has really shown just how good he is. We're going to show you a few touchdowns from the game against Salve Regina where he really balled out and show you just what makes him so good in this offense, so efficient. So right here, this first play, this is third quarter, right? And we're going to see this run. See right here, this stop. Joe Tanti, number 75, makes an absolute wall, giving him a great lane to run right through. So let's see Mikkens go right through there. Right here, your tight end, Eric Cowan, with the shove. Back over there, number 64, Michael DeSarno, so good at what he does, working that second level, shoving his man down, and then Cowan right here. Number 9 gets absolutely smoked. You see the helmet almost pop off. What a great play there. Mikkens sees his chance, breaks a tackle on the other side, and takes it all the way to the house. Great run, great blocking, and a great team effort.
Mikkens was electric in the game against the Seahawks, rushing 18 times for 72 yards, including that touchdown, and got work in the passing game as well with this 29-yard reception.
And this line is talented for a multitude of reasons, but the main one is Coach Giancola. That's his specialty right there. He works with them day in and day out, and let's see what they do on this play right here. Jaquil Birch, the quarterback, selling it, going off his back foot and creating space, and getting it to Makai Mikkens. But let's see what Mikkens does right beforehand. You see him, he's in this crowd right here with his lineman, getting a touch on that defensive line. And then let's see what he does right after. He gets that space, makes the separation, catches the ball, and then he's coming down towards the sideline, and we're gonna get some really, really nice blocking from his guys. There's Eric Cowan once again shoving his man down. Freshman receiver Bryce Pitts in 18 with that block, creating just a sliver of space for Mikkens to cut through, and then he takes it to the house. He's so good, and his team is a reason why.
Are you ready for the most action-packed homecoming in Montclair State history? Heck yeah, you are. And it all starts with the first ever live Red Hawk Sports Network Homecoming Game Day. Hosted by John Kosaban and Jesse Lipson, this electrifying live stream starts with a 2-hour pregame show featuring expert analysis, interviews, and packages from inside the nest. Then follow that up with a halftime and an hour postgame. And the best part is, it's taking place at Sprague Field, which means everyone is invited to watch. We want the loudest and most passionate Red Hawks this university has ever seen. It all starts October 9th at 4 p.m. right here on the Red Hawk Sports Network YouTube page. Come join us for this debut event.
Here's what to watch for this week. We've already told you about all the homecoming day action. Here's what else is going on. On Tuesday, volleyball is set to take on Ramapo in an NJAC matchup at Panzer. Then they face FDU Florham on Wednesday night, 7 p.m. At the same time, field hockey will host William Patterson. The Red Hawks have beat the Pioneers the last 10 times they faced off. We have a game on the road on Saturday with the women's soccer team paying a visit to Stockton University, playing at 1 p.m. Don't forget, the Red Hawk Sports Network is where you can find all home games from every team all season long. From everyone here on Inside the Nest, we'll see you next week.